Today we're in the banqueting hall of Ruthin Castle in North Wales. Very atmospheric castle. This is our old friend here. Knights of Armour. It's rumoured to be a haunted castle. It's been on TV for its presence of its ghost and its ancient history. It goes right back to the 14th century. We're in the banqueting hall here. We'll just take a seat at the table. Today we're going to talk about Poland. Poland and Germany. Poland is on the rise, it's going upward, it's ascending. Germany is sinking. Sadly, the German economy has stagnated. The investment into Germany has stopped. Capital is fleeing from Germany, whereas in Poland, it's a booming economy. It's 30 years ago, 1989, that the communist system collapsed in Poland. We remember Solidarity and their campaign, the Union, to win freedom for the Polish nation. The Poles have got a great sense of themselves, of their history, of their identity. They fought off Orthodox Russia, Lutheran Prussia, and they've asserted themselves as a Catholic nation, and they're proud of that. And they're led by a government, the Polish Law and Justice Party, which is committed to the Polish revival, reviving the national spirit of Poland. Now, the Law and Justice Party came to power in 2015, and since then, they've really strengthened the core of Poland. They've kept immigrants out, especially from the Islamic world, although they've invited guest workers from the Ukraine and Lithuania. But the per capita income of Poland has risen steeply. It's now almost $35,000, which compared to the end of communism, it was about $4,000. So you can see how much the living standards improved in Poland. But the Polish Law and Justice Party is about a lot more than that. It's about reviving the family life in Poland. They've encouraged the women to have more children. They've discouraged abortion, and they refuse to promote same-sex marriage. They promote traditional Catholic marriage, one between a man and a woman, to create a family and to start, having children, get the Polish population rising. So Poland as a nation is getting stronger and stronger. And they've incorporated the church into this. The church plays a central role in Polish life, not only with hatching, matching and dispatching, baptisms or christenings, marriages and funerals, which we would expect the church to play that role, although into the secular West they're now even getting rid of that role. But the church in Poland is central to the social life of Poland. They organise a lot of the kindergartens, a lot of the children's activities, social activities, pensioners' clubs. They run all sorts of institutions, educational institutions, so they're a core element of Polish life. Poland is building itself up as a nation based on those three principles of faith, patriotism and the family, and it's working very successfully. And there's a general election in Poland on Sunday, and the Law and Justice Party may well win a super majority, and they're adamantly against the European Union imposing its will upon Poland. They want Poland to assert itself, to be stronger and stronger. And Germany is the exact opposite. The Germans have virtually thrown their nation into the gutter. You speak to young Germans now, and they're not proud to be German. They actually describe themselves as European. I asked them, well, what's a European? Well, we're part of Europe. Europe's a geographical expression. It's not an identity. I said, what language do Europeans speak? English. I said, well, English is the language of America, the English-speaking world. I mean, it can't be the first language of Europe. But you speak to young Germans, they're not concerned about starting a family and having children. They're not patriotic. They sort of renounce patriotism, and they show little faith. They say they're atheists, They're lost souls, effectively. I've said to them, you've lost what is important. And they say, we're a very wealthy nation. But that wealth is now based on sand. It's not based on the rock. Without those underlying Christian values, the wealth of a nation will quickly disappear. We see this in Germany with the mass influx of foreigners. especially from the Middle East, Muslims, who are changing the culture of Germany. Now, Angela Merkel justified this mass immigration by saying we needed new workers, young men to work in our factories and young women to work in our service industries. But these immigrants don't work. They just become parasites of the welfare state. You know, they just want everything for nothing and they want to breed on the welfare state. So it's becoming a double whammy to Germany. It's really undermining the wealth of Germany and its social cohesion. And Germany is sinking as a nation. The thing about Germany is that it's lost its sense of direction. There's no strong leader or strong party now in Germany. Smaller parties like the Alternative for Deutschland, the Green Party, even Die Linke are still there, and they're taking ground from the Christian Democrats and the Social Democrats. So there's a political malaise in Germany. There's a lack of direction. The exact opposite in Poland. In Poland, the Law and Justice Party rules the roost. It's got a clear vision for Poland, and it's putting that vision into practice. It's called nationalism. Now that used to be a bit of a bogey word, but it's the future. We have to reinvigorate our nations. Poland is showing the way, and it's all highly symbolic that the first place that Donald Trump went to on his tour of Europe was Poland. He wants to embrace Poland. He's now said the Polish people don't need a visa to come to America. He's reached out the hand of friendship to the Polish government, and this is because Donald Trump believes in putting your own nation first. That should be your natural inclination. Just like a father puts his family first, the government should put their own people and their own nation first. And the madness, which is present-day Germany, which wants to put immigrants first, which wants to put the European project first, and wants to put its own people and its own nation last. And this is Germany. This is a great nation, a great culture, great architecture, great landscape, great people, great values in the past. And they're just casting that aside. Germany needs a revival in patriotism in their country, and they only have to look next door to Poland to see the way of the future. Poland is the hope of Europe. It's the light in the darkness. Thank you.